Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, here with the rowdy Pulp Cthulhu crowd. So buckle up. Don't watch this in front of children, your wife, your mom, your boss, anybody at work. And sit back and relax and enjoy the game. Take it away, Peter.
Oh, okay. I guess that's me.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, so you can watch it in front of all those people if you wish, if they want to watch it. We're not gonna judge.
We don't.
All right, it is Pulp Cthulhu Blackheart Crucible session 39, high noon, and it's time for the recap. You met Skeletor, and
I recapped last time. Someone else needs
Yeah,
to recap
so
this time. Yeah.
I was here this time, so the party met Skeletor at the tip of his pyramid.
Just the tip.
Who is just the tip of the pyramid?
The Skeletor
who is the mayor of the town, which seems to have a sizable Yig population, which are like smart snake people. Skeletor is a self-renowned poker player, and showed it was probably displaying a ring that he won from Tim Horton, which was etched with Sumerian symbols that had the runes scratched out. 13 dropped in a rush of potatoes. Bonnie spent the rest of her luck to summon a bunch of anti-venom as well as some other things. Skeletor paid us, or at least he wanted us to try to see if we could solve the Yig problem, as in like running them out of town. Also, Betsy 1 and Betsy 2 died. They were, I don't know if they disappeared or if they were found dead. I don't recall from the recap, but they were
murdered.
They were murdered, and he was quite upset. So we are tasked to try to figure out who offed his beloved cattle.
Wonder who that could have been.
So
I blame the Russians.
We walk outside maybe 20 feet, start talking to, because we're decent, respectable players. We just don't go murder hobo and kill everything. We're like, maybe we should talk to them first. So we did talk to one, which we learned that their eggs are being stolen. And that would probably be the thing, the closest thing or the best thing we could do as a way to have them all the Yig move somewhere else, is to return their eggs. So we assumed that Skeletor was kind of behind it, because the Yig that we spoke to mentioned that the mayor wasn't really doing much to help them out. Skeletor didn't give any indication that he was assisting with this plot, and suggested that we go ask around. We went to the saloon because somebody threw Luther out of, like in the previous session, somebody threw Luther out of a window, and so we assumed it must have been that guy.
Completely unprovoked, by the way. It was like completely unprovoked.
So we went to go question that guy, who was now incredibly respectful of Luther because he saw that he was the law. Luther demanded that he tell us where the eggs were. He didn't know nothing about that. Blake was out front and managed to like run someone down, a potential suspect, by blowing out his kneecaps, and then proceeded to step on his knees. While in pain, we learned that there was something going on at a nearby oil rig. with some sort of black liquid coming out of it. And he heard some Yig talk about eggs, and he swiped a passport, which we got for somebody that looks like Dr. Gonzalez. But it didn't say Dr. Gonzalez on the passport. I don't remember what name it said. We go to the oil rig. There were a couple people with shotguns there. They worked for Mr. Brighton of Brighton Oils. They mentioned that earwigs came out of the well when it was first dug. And the liquid that was coming out was black and kind of acrid. So probably not oil. I think then Bonnie confirmed that this was some sort of the same substance that was in the Underdark. And it sounds like Mr. Brighton's operation is doing some sort of refinement. So we were trying to, then our mission was trying to find, like, we were convinced that, and still are probably, that there is an odd Yig out there, and there's a Yig who's not a Yig. So we were trying to find where the Yig was. So we went to the Yig side of the street, the Yig side of town, to that tavern, which is right across the street, called the Big Scale. And nobody really paid us any mind until I think Blake was loudly yelling at someone.
Of course, always. That's how I operate the best.
Turns out Yig have really good hearing. So we were trying to talk all discreetly to the bartender and asking about if he knew anybody that was acting suspicious, but the entire bar could hear us. So there was one Yig in the corner that had a feather in his cap that was watching us intently. And that's the one that Blake yelled at. I think we just like pulled up. We just pulled out, went back to the tip. Or at least, but at that time, well, actually, we kind of just pulled out, and then Bonnie simultaneously was doing her own thing, going back to Skeletor's pad, and there were symbols that there were symbols that lit up that were like the secret to life itself, and she became obsessed with them, and obsessed with like discovering what they are. And I think that's where we left off.
Yeah. Let's see.
Keep pulling out. Pull the troops out.
The passport was James Davenport.
Nice.
James Davenport.
With the passport.
So
He also smokes Newports.
So yes, Bonnie is on the floor currently writing on her arm all these strange symbols. As you have returned, as soon as you walk through the door, Jacques kind of stops for a second and he collapses and falls asleep. You can hear him snoring. And you
That's
see Snake in there shuffling cards as he has forgotten why he's even in the pyramid, and is happy to see you return.
I was about to take all this feller's money, but it turns out he ain't even got none.
Well, that's disturbing. What else are we working for?
Weekend.
Maybe he does. Maybe he does have some money. He just don't want to lose it in a card game. He's got to pay y'all.
Does Bonnie appear to be okay now, or is she still sort of like Jim Carrey at the end of the number 23, where like,
Oh, yes.
like, what seems to be going on there?
Tell us a two-gun. I think you should give your friend here something to write on. She doesn't have much flesh left.
Dickle-dig, 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 dickle-dig.
So no, Luther obviously doesn't have anything to write on, but can we kind of just restrain Bonnie and maybe like hold her down so that she doesn't hurt herself anymore? Like, I'm gonna restrain Bonnie. I'm gonna try to like hold her back, and I'm like, Blake, slap her. Throw some water in her face.
I'm gonna brawl.
Bam! Right across her neck.
Brawling. I'm fighting back.
Oh, you want to brawl with me, huh?
I don't have to take this. I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need no man.
Well,
telling
guess
me
what?
to do.
I
trying
rolled
to help you,
2%
Bonnie.
on my brawl to smack her.
We are trying to help you, Bonnie. Like you're not yourself right now.
That's a hard success on my brawl.
Yeah, mine's extreme. I
Uh-oh.
rolled
We're
2%.
fighting it. I can push it to see if I can do
Go
better.
for it.
Luther looks around at the rest of the crew and he's just like, fight.
Bonnie's no pushover. She works out. Remember, she was trained to be a spy at a young age.
In that case, it will be l'extreme success.
Actually, you know what, Snake? That is a good point. I'm
Yeah, but
sure
my
that-
extreme success is
Okay.
better. I rolled 2%. Isn't that considered a crit?
You're fighting Bonnie as
Yes.
you're attempting to what?
Fight.
Try to make her
We're
come to
not-
her senses?
Yeah, we're not trying to fight her. We're trying to, like how
Yeah, we're trying to
somebody's-
pro wrestle her.
somebody's having like a nervous breakdown sort of situation. You just
Yeah.
slap them just to bring them to attention. You know what I mean? Like it's not closed fist punching, right? Like it's just like snap out of it. Like
It's open hand caressing.
yeah, right.
Technically, that is a sport in itself.
Bonnie, are
Yes.
you?
They take
Are
turns
you-
just whack right in the face.
I did see that Adventure Time episode.
No, that's a real sport. Like people literally stand there and smack each other with like judges and everything. It's amazing.
What's the criteria for that? Like how do
You
you
just take
decide a
turns
winner?
smacking.
The
Until-
largest welt? Like
No,
like,
either they get knocked out or they quit.
Can you get knocked out from an open
Yeah.
hand smack?
If you hit someone just right and that you hit them in their button, they go to sleep.
Maybe we should try this later. Yeah.
Well, okay, no,
Blake
wait. Here,
would know.
Skeletor, I gave you the tobacco and the rolling papers earlier. Why don't you give Bonnie some of those rolling papers to write on? That's fine. Like that's fine.
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
You can't get much on these.
Bonnie, are you feeling okay? As she's saying, like mid brawl, like he's trying to reason with her mid brawl.
I'm just trying to get back to the pen.
Has 13 ever seen? Because he's fairly otherworldly and he's been around. Has he ever seen this sort of behavior?
I mean, like bouts of insanity. Yeah.
Well, and these are Skeletor's runes, right? Like Skeletor, do something, make it stop. They're your runes. Turn them off. Snap your fingers.
What are you talking about? I thought they were just butts on the random drawing scrawls. I didn't even know they were anything.
Well,
I hear more about Skeletor's butts.
Should we attempt to drag her out of here? Bonnie?
Yes.
We're going to exit this tomb because it doesn't seem to be very good for you. Are you in there somewhere?
Continues to try to get paper and pen.
Skeletor, do you have a pen?
I'm sure I might have. Let me check.
Give me a pen.
Actually,
I'm gonna hold
I
the
have
pen
one
out
from
in
that
front of-
excounting I was doing.
Yeah, you do. Hold the pen out in front of
It's a
Bonnie's
ballpoint,
face like a carrot and sort of and exit the tomb.
Here,
I
Luke.
start following pen.
13's
Okay.
gonna hand. 13's gonna take some spare potatoes that he has, and he's gonna hand them to Bonnie as additional writing surfaces.
Okay. So you're leading her out of the pyramid?
Yes.
Right as I enter where I'd actually physically leave the pyramid, I stop. And I
Bye,
look
bye.
behind me. And then I go ahead and I go back into the room.
Ah. All right, Luther. I mean, I'm sorry, Blake. You just have to. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to tackle her and drag her out.
Yeah, I mean, I
What-
thought we were fighting.
So Bonnie, as soon as you run back in, like to the entrance, you stop, and like right inside the entrance, you notice all the writing, and then you start taking that down. So you've only taken like one step inside the pyramid now.
Yep.
I'll grab her. I'll pick her up.
Just do
And
like a
drag her.
running, just spear her.
You want me to
running
spear?
tackle, and
I'll
just, like,
Goldberg spear.
Just like go spear.
Yeah,
her.
I'll spear
And
her.
like just kind of wrap her up and take her right outside of the.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna drive my shoulder into her, both feet off the ground, and hopefully the whiplash, not only from me hitting her, but then the actual concussive force of her head smacking the concrete pyramid floor will knock her unconscious.
Well, I was thinking
Wow.
snap her out of it, but knock her unconscious works just as well.
It's
yeah.
easier to control her if she's unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, PvP.
Dude, 3%, double zeros, and a 3. Like, this is a great fucking night. Like, great night right here.
Bonnie, it's for your own good.
Do you wish to dodge or fight back?
I don't even
Die.
know he came from behind.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't. It'd be so fast. All 4 seconds.
Give
God,
me
I wouldn't be
give me a
proud
con give me a con roll
It's efficient, Bill.
with a penalty die.
I don't know, with the penalty die.
I got things to do, Bill.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
That's a 13 I rolled on the dice, even with penalty die.
Okay. You knock her to the ground. She is still awake.
Did she
Uh-oh.
snap out of it, though?
Give me a power roll.
Uh-oh. No, one man should have all this pow. I don't think a 98's going to pass.
No, you are still. You're dazed, but you know you got to get this stuff written down.
I'll start crawling back towards the pen.
God.
Okay. I got an idea, right? Like,
I'll
Jacques
choke
is
her
still-
out.
Jacques is still there, but he's just like he's passed out, right?
Yep.
Jacques
He's
has multiple, like he has syringes full of morphine, right? Luther clearly
Does he?
thinking of like you know,
Morphine? We need
drugs
something
are
to
going
make
to
her
be the
sleep.
first thing ever. Enough morphine will knock anybody on their ass. Trust me. So Luther grabs as many syringes full of morphine as he can find, and as Bonnie is down on the ground, he's going to attempt. And Luther doesn't have any medical training, but clearly he has stuck a needle into.
Oh,
a vein
yeah,
every
yeah,
once in a while.
yeah.
He know, yeah, right. So I don't even know what would I roll for that, or should I roll for that?
Give me a d6 roll.
Okay. A 1.
So you find one syringe
Okay.
in
I-
his gear, and you jab Bonnie.
well, maybe.
Maybe
only find
all that.
one?
Well, that's only one.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Although you see,
Okay.
there's this moment where Luther sort of like you can kind of see this longing, but then he runs over to Bonnie and jabs it in. Yeah.
Am I still conscious?
What's your con? What's your con?
70.
Okay, give me a con roll.
Why'd you make me do this, Peter? I thought you loved me. 22.
So you see Bonnie's just trying to write, and after a while, she just drops the pen and falls asleep.
Don't fight it, Bonnie. Just go with it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride.
Don't think you can legally say that.
Why not?
Is Bonnie now?
Dead. Overdosed.
No, she's not overdosed. But she's sufficiently happy.
Yep. So Jacques is sleeping, and now Bonnie is sleeping. It seems like everyone is tired. Would you wish to rest?
Like to take a long rest.
I'm good, Skeletor. I'm good.
Yeah, I think we should take a long rest because I think that Bonnie might come to her senses if we long rest, right?
I think we should not rest in this pyramid. Apparently, it is obviously detrimental to Bonnie's sanity.
Yeah, Skeletor, why are you drawing a bunch of stuff on the walls if you don't even know what it means?
I didn't draw them. They were here when I found it.
Oh, this isn't even your pyramid then.
Oh, it is now. I'm here. I claimed it.
Signed the renter's agreement.
It's hard to fight that logic. Like,
What happened? What happened to your previous residence?
Castle Grayskull?
There was an unexplained fire. That's what I told the insurance company.
That makes sense. And that's how you got this pyramid?
Oh, yes, score.
Ah, I thought you won it in a poker game.
Insurance fraud.
We don't say that around here.
You couldn't win anything in a poker game. You won't even play poker.
I won that ring. I've won lots of stuff.
Skeletor, we should wrestle sometime.
It's a different kind of
You need to get a wrestling belt made, though.
Skeletor
What?
has 200 brawl.
Yeah, we could wrestle.
Do we need to lube up first?
Some might prefer that. I would not.
He likes it rough and raw.
But you got to have something worth wrestling for, like a championship title.
A title?
Yeah. One that only the champion will wear.
Hmm. I'll have to jeopardize luck for something.
Perfect.
This will give me some time to limber up.
You're just bones. There's
Well, technically only his head is bones.
no.
He's
that's
got
true.
meaty muscle everywhere else.
That is true. That is true. Yeah.
It's like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
I do a lot of ab work.
It shows.
It glistens in the moonlight. Look at those abs.
Okay. We have become so completely derailed that I have legitimately forgotten what our objective was to begin with, right? Like, and I know that's not like abnormal for Luther, right? But like, this is like sort of straight sober Luther, right?
It's known
Like,
to happen. My abs do derail things.
Really? What? Okay. What were we going to do at the close of last session?
No idea. But I'll be honest, that's what I always think.
13, you recapped. What was going to be our plan going into this session?
Our plan, we are still looking for the odd yig out.
Okay.
And
Oh, right.
Right, what was our plan for that?
and for an unknown reason, Bonnie at the time,
Lost her
Bonnie went into the pyramid and lost her mind, and then that is how we got to this thing. So we as far as we know, we are still looking for the odd yig out.
Okay.
And we checked the tavern and didn't see it there.
Right, but
But
so
they-
what,
And we're appreciating Skeletor's abs.
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe we'll see the future. Maybe the yig is just like the ninth ab, you know.
I think so.
So we went into the tavern. Did we asked them to watch for somebody who was looking
Sus.
odd? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then we
Yes,
were
then
going
to
to
spread it
monitor. We were going to monitor the town, but then there was a debate as to whether they were like nocturnal or whether they moved around in day or what have you. Right?
There was that debate. We wanted them to. It was actually Jacques' idea to. Excuse me. It was Jacques' idea to have them tell everybody that there's a posture among them, and then we would just watch we would patrol the outskirts of town to see who leaves,
Right.
and as a way to kind of smoke them out.
Oh no,
So-
that yig went into a vent. He looked kind of sus to me.
So
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 Perhaps
is
we
that?
should.
I guess what I'm asking is that still the plan, or are we now like? Are we going down the Masters of the Universe wrestling champion? Which I'm okay with, but like, I mean,
Why not?
I think we need to define our goals here, right?
I mean,
now, right?
I don't
Like,
think we're wrestling right now. I think
Okay.
that's like possibly someday in the future. We'll see. Most
Okay.
likely not. But
Okay.
yeah, no. And Blake
Well-
always has different goals than the group. So that's not any different.
We're
Okay.
looking at Skeletor's abs, which instantly gives all of us 1 inspiration die.
it should give you some sanity back, right? Like just the sort of like the yeah.
Add, it restores sanity and also adds insecurity.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is.
That's normal.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
your
I'm
plan,
literally-
Tugan?
We need to continue looking for the odd gout.
Yeah,
And then
I think so. Yeah.
They're not going to turn on their own.
No, but we can hopefully pick them out, right? Like we'll be able to see the James Davenport / Dr. Gonzalez / changeling / like whatever the hell it is. Like we'll be able to / Yogg's a goth. Like we can
Yog's so
figure-
buff.
we can figure that out. Like we can.
You
figure it out.
can?
I think so. Unless you have a better plan, Skeletor. Do you have something like in your little bag of tricks that will allow us to pick out a shapeshifter, a changeling, person like that?
is there something within this pyramid
morph?
that
A
contains that power?
shapeshifter. So it could be any one of you.
Except it's not. We've been together the whole time.
Luther
That's why
looks
we've
all-
told people if we're ever
That's
alone,
not
you can't
necessarily
trust
true.
us.
Wait a minute. Are we sure that this is the real Bonnie? I think I asked that the last session, right? Like, how do we know that this insane Bonnie isn't actually Dr. Gonzalez? And that's why, like, the shapeshifter
Because
reacted
it was
to the
still
runes
Bonnie.
and-
She was still trying to investigate everything.
Yeah, but if you were Dr. Gonzalez, wouldn't you pretend to like take on Bonnie's?
How well does Dr.
Traits?
Gonzalez know Bonnie?
Peter, am I hearing this
Were
conversation?
they an item? You're
I
asleep.
don't think they were an item
Oh, okay.
at any point. Yeah, right.
He knows her very intimately.
I'd like to cast Fireball now that they know my secret.
See,
Yeah, no.
What's the power roll for that?
I still don't trust Bonnie.
I mean,
Or
clearly
should
you
I
told me to
say-
smack her.
Or should I say Dr. Gonzalez in disguise?
Dun,
Yeah, didn't we already
dun!
try to remove her mask?
I
And
did. I tried to do a
and the
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo
Like,
didn't
yeah,
work.
right. I absolutely did.
She didn't tell
It's
us
not
she
Bonnie.
would get us and our pesky dog,
It's-
too.
It's old Mr. Johnson from the carnival. And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
No, it was Dr. Gonzalez from Panama.
Yeah, I know.
Always has been.
Skeletor
Look.
looks at the Jebediahs. Take this Bonnie down to the healing room. This should help.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Someone has to stay with her.
What
Jacques
happens in the
and
healing
Bonnie
room?
need to stay together. Can
Yeah,
you
Jacques-
take Jacques as well?
Jacques
Oh, of
incapacitated
course.
too.
Okay. Remember,
What if
we
what if
have to
Bonnie-
keep two together.
But what if Bonnie jumps from? What if Dr. Gonzalez jumps from Bonnie to Jacques, or it could possesses both of them in
Well-
some weird,
Well, then we're screwed anyway. Okay, Luther?
Yogg's David Lee Roth like magical way?
That's okay.
All right. Okay. So as the Jebediahs take them away, Luther is going to sort of like, slyly sneak down the hallway to watch and see where they're going. But he's not going to let them know that he's
So
following.
you're trying to be stealthy.
I guess I'm going to stealth my way down the hall.
All right, give me a stealth roll.
All right, I'm actually pretty good at this shit. Actually, I'm not pretty good at this. Never mind, I lied. That's surprisingly though, that's a 13. So hey, 13. That's a 13, and I have a 20, so it's just a success.
All right, so as you're there's a door here in Skeletor's, room that the Jebediahs open, and they take Bonnie and Jacques out, and as you seem to like slip behind the door and then go around, you hear, Two-Gun, where are you going? It's dark down there. Take a torch. And he walks over and hands you a torch.
Thanks. Yeah, I meant to grab that. Thanks. I was looking behind the door for like sconce for the torches, but
we move them.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm busted at this point, so I just I'm looking around in the room to see exactly where the Jebediahs are.
Okay, so they they go down a hallway. There's like 3 torches, and it kind of turns to the left.
Right.
And you enter a main area. On the right-hand side, so going around, there's 3 doors. As the Jebediahs walk straight ahead to this one door, and one of them pulls out like a skeleton key and unlocks this wooden door. It's reinforced with some kind of metal, and unlocks it. And the room is very, very dark, and they begin to pull them in there. Give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. 70. That's no, I failed.
All right, so it's really dark in that room. As you look around, you can see the other doors.
Yep.
And they walk in, and you can see that they have like 2 makeshift beds with some cloth or drapes on them, and they put Jacques and Bonnie down. And behind them, as the light hits it, there looks to be whatever is behind them is all covered in like tarps and stuff. So there's a bunch of crap like piled in this room that they've got covered, and you can see it's dusty. And they walk back out of the room, and they lock the door.
Am I locked inside with Bonnie and Jacques?
No, you're in the main room, and they just walked into that room, and you watched them. Unless you want to sneak into that room.
I do, but you said that they locked the door?
I mean, you could try to sneak in as they're in, or after they've locked it and left.
I think I'm going to wait for them to leave, and then I'm just going to try to pick the lock because I am pretty good at that.
Okay. So they see you holding the torch, and they're like,
hey,
okay,
Jebs, what's going on?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to pick the lock, and that is actually an extreme success.
Okay, it's pretty easy. Pops right open.
Okay, and then I look in the room. Are Bonnie and Jacques like hooked up to anything? Or
no, they're just
like IVs or
no, they're just laying on like looks like a stone slab that's got some kind of linen or something on it.
Okay. I carefully and gingerly pull the linen back.
As you pull it back, you realize it has these markings on it that's very similar to what you've seen in the rest of the pyramid.
Yeah.
But it's like stone.
So either these runes are going to break the spell, or they're just going to reinforce it and make it worse, right? Like, so do Bonnie or Jacques appear to be conscious, or like is anything going on with them? Are their eyes rolling up in their head? Are they foaming at the mouth?
No,
are they
no,
sort of like jerking and spasming?
No, they look like they're sleeping pretty soundly.
My tentacles fall out and my brain comes with it, and I start running up the wall, leaving. It was I all along.
It's kind of like The Thing, but the good one. Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna pull the gauze back up, like sort of, and I'm gonna slowly back away, and I'm gonna go to the rest of the party, and I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna basically call them over.
Okay.
Is everything okay?
No, I don't think so. What I'm saying is the healing tables are essentially just runic tables, right? Like, so they're laying on runes that are probably sacrificial altars or something. And so either those runes are counteracting the runes that previously made Bonnie have a nervous breakdown, or they're reinforcing Bonnie's nervous breakdown and it's now possessing Jacques. But I don't know either way because they're both kind of out cold. 13, you know about weird stuff. Like, what do you got?
Can I inspect the runes? Would I be able to know if like their nature, whether they're healing runes or anti-healing runes?
So Luther, you've left the door open and went and got them, and you guys are all like crowded around this room.
Yes.
Okay.
I left the door open. I didn't lock it behind me.
Okay, no problem. All right.
Yeah.
13, you want to give me a Cthulhu Mythos roll? You can.
I do. I would love nothing more. Ho ho! That was an extreme success. I got a 3.
Okay, so from what you have seen as far as these pyramids and your knowledge of them is they contain some kind of powerful magic. They're basically amplifiers for things like that. Some of them actually generate their own power for some reason. There are those that were actually the sort of the original ones, and people have attempted to make reconstructed images of them, made models of them. But this is obviously an original pyramid. And from what you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any, and like you don't know if Bonnie or Jacques are being healed, but you can tell that they're not under any kind of pain or they're not suffering from anything. And a lot of times this stuff has to be activated by a second source.
Gotcha.
So anything that you would try to do in here as far as magic or anything would be amped up to the nth degree.
This.
Oh, for the ability to speak abyssal.
They aren't.
Well, as a matter of fact,
As a matter of fact, I speak celestial, abyssal, and draconic.
but not
They
common.
aren't-
It's very tough to communicate.
They aren't being healed per se, but this room amplifies in whatever magic is placed upon it. It needs an activation source.
Hey, do we think
No,
So,
we
not
don't
very
have
often.
we don't have Calco, right? Like, I wonder.
Last time I checked, somebody had a box at one of the episodes.
I thought that was Dr. Gonzalez that had the additional box.
I'm pretty sure you had one because there was a fight over it.
Ew, that's right. I do have some Calco. So, all right. So 13. I guess what I'm saying is, do you know, right? Since you're, a member of the Prime Directive, or what? Like, does Calco have healing powers? Right? And if we were to use it here in this situation, would it be amplified and would it fix Jacques and Bonnie?
Calico, like the box of Calico?
Yeah. Or alternatively, if we zap them back to Calco, would that fix them?
I'm not sure. As far as I know, the box of Calicos do not contain any sort of healing properties, just teleportative ones.
But when people teleport back to Calco, like are they magically regenerated and healed? In other words, like as they teleport, when they're rematerialized, are they rematerialized in their ideal form, or are they exactly as they came over? In other words, if we zapped Bonnie to Calco right now, like, would she materialize sane, or would she materialize in the, completely nutty bitch state that she's in right now?
Y'all know that just
No
letting
offense.
her
Like,
write down what she's trying to write down won't just make her better.
It teleports you as you are.
Huh.
I mean, if you're asking, does Calco have healing powers? I mean, Luther got sober twice there.
That is true. It is kind of magical. Like Calico is a magical place for Luther, right? And like Bonnie could use some hot yoga right now.
Hey,
Like,
Calico will make you go more mad. Trust me.
so yeah.
Well, I'm just saying here that you've had to go twice so far. You might have to go a third time after another relapse.
Well, says the person who just took a massive dose of morphine. So yeah, right. Okay, wait. Now, didn't you say? Okay, you said when I first came into the room that there was a bunch of stuff behind. Like it wasn't just the altar. There was like stuff behind like gauze bandaging or whatever. Like Luther's gonna start digging around there and see. I guess Luther's looking for stones, crystals, oils, liquids, anything that looks like they would be applied or used. I'm Batman. Is there anything that looks like it would be able to be used on these altars?
Okay, so the first thing you pull off one of the tarps, then you see a 7-foot like solid gold statue of some kind of probably Roman.
Okay, that's
deity.
mine. First of all, that's called it dibs, right? That's mine. But also, all right, 7-foot Roman statue. That is my fortune. Okay.
And at the base of it are like 4 or 5 paintings that look like they have some dust and stuff on them. They look rather abstract.
Okay. Can I guess? You know what? I might be an art history major. Hold on. I do. I have. Okay, so I have 50 skill points in art and craft. Can I tell what period?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. See, I knew that
Those
art
language
history degree,
arts.
I knew that art
degrees.
history degree would come in handy and not just to be a barista. That is 12. So that's a hard success.
Okay, so yeah, these paintings are they're around like probably the 40s. They're Jackson Pollock. They're probably in the thousands, each of them.
Super freaking valuable. Yeah, if they're Jackson Pollock, they're more than thousands. All right, so duly noted. What else do we have there?
There is a treasure chest. It's wooden. It's got some bands and stuff on it, and it's in fairly good shape. Some of the wood's kind of rotted.
Okay. Hey, 13, go open that chest. I don't know if it exists in Pulp Cthulhu, so
Check for traps.
and in the meantime, as 13 is checking the chest, Luther is deftly cutting with his switchblade that he's been carrying since the very beginning of the whole thing. He is very deftly cutting the canvases out of the frames and rolling them up and stuffing them into his pants.
Okay.
13's going to first, before he touches any chest, he's going to do a spot hidden to see if he can look around and see if there's anything suspicious about this chest, around this chest.
Okay.
He's feeling a little self-conscious with those 7-foot golden statues just looking at me.
All right.
It's a regular success.
Okay, there doesn't look like it's trapped or anything like that.
So 13 will approach and attempt to open it.
Okay. Yeah, no issue opening it. It is full of gold doubloons, like to the top. Like when you open, you flip up the top, a couple fall to the floor.
Well, that's something. He'll pick up a handful and just kind of like inspect them. Bite one between his like front teeth. Make sure it's real.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it real?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now that Luther has shoved the paintings into his crotch, And the gold statue is still there. Okay, remember the time? It wasn't this. Granted, it wasn't this dimension, right? It wasn't this whatever it is that we're in now, right? But there were the runes on the floor, and then I dropped some blood into it, and it ended up activating, right? So what if I cut Snake's hand with this knife here, and we drip some of Snake's blood onto the altar, and see if that activates it. I guess what I'm saying is maybe they're blood activated. I guess because my initial thought immediately was that these are sacrificial altars that are being used for, Skeletor doesn't know what the hell they're for, right? But they've been here since before Skeletor was here, and they might be blood runes.
Snake's thought is if you try to cut him, you might get shot.
Snake, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just hold your hand out real quick. It'll be quick. You won't even feel it. You know what? Here, I'll give you a Jackson Pollock for it.
Yeah, they never feel it in the movies. Don't worry.
You can have a handful. You can have a handful of gold doubloons. It's
Blake can do it. He's tough.
No.
Blake.
He already offered you. You're first. I grab Snake and hold his hand out for you.
I think
all right.
Blake should be cut
And then
first.
alien style, Luther's in between his fingers, and then just jabs his hand.
Like biker style.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck this. Bam!
Did you stab your own hand?
Oh, I stabbed Snake's hand.
All right, so Snake's blood begins to soak up into the linen, and you can see the runes as it starts to soak it up.
Snake, you did it. Does anything happen though? So the runes are soaking it up. Does it appear like anything is happening other than that? The runes are glowing.
Does it appear that
Bonnie's...
Snake has? Does Snake have any blood transmitted diseases that are now all over Bonnie and Jacques?
Well,
maybe, but he would never get checked for it.
There's also that.
He doesn't have the humility.
Snake, give me a power roll.
Power roll.
It's an STD roll or blood rot roll.
I gotta go find my pal now on the sheet.
It's at the top.
He doesn't believe
Oh,
you.
that's a fail. I got a 95 and I have a 65 in pal.
Wait.
Snake
You rolled a
passes out.
95 and you had to check your sheet.
Yeah.
Hey, you might have 100 in POW. You don't know.
Memorized all those stats. Come on, man.
Sorry.
You suddenly forget why you're even in this room.
Oh, now fucking Snake's gonna
I
go.
wasn't sure why I was in this room to begin with. So
Yeah, remember
And the fact that-
he did have amnesia before
And you're
coming
not
into
sure why your hand is bleeding.
this. Snake, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. You
Snake,
just
dude.
it was
you
you
get
know
bit by
what?
a
It
snake?
was almost what did
Does-
they call
does
it?
my hand hurt?
Stigmata. It was like
Yeah.
stigmata. Your hands just started bleeding.
I would like to try and pick Luther's pocket for some painkillers.
Luther's clean and sober, buddy, man. I wish I had some painkillers.
Forgot that you're sober though. You find some paintings. You accidentally reached down his pants.
Well,
That's not in his pockets. That's in his pants.
You didn't realize he had a hole where his pockets were.
I honestly don't have any pills at all. So I wish I did. Truly. You find in my
You
pockets,
find something. You start tugging.
Yeah, in my pockets you find some lint and a rolled up chewing gum wrapper. And,
Lifesaver.
a lifesaver with some hair stuck to it, and
Like it's been sucked on before.
Oh, and probably a half-eaten, melted, disgusting with lint and everything all over it. Half bar of Panzer chocolate is probably what you find in Luther's pockets. Yeah.
Finally, some
That's
good
so
effing
gross.
food.
Hey, what's going on in here?
So hey, Skeletor, we warped in, so sort of dimension doored in some of our personal belongings that we're just holding them here. So if you could make sure that nobody touches these, that they remain safe, that would be great. But also, I think we figured out how to activate these, these sacrificial blood altars. Turns out, like, sacrificial blood altars require blood. So, I get it. You're sort of a skeleton guy and you don't bleed and everything, right? Like can't get blood from a stone, right? So, but like if you apply blood to these, then it actually does some magical stuff. By the way, you're going to have the Jebediahs make sure that our stuff is safe here. We're going to hold it here and come back and pick it up later.
Your stuff? What are you talking about?
Our stuff, all of our stuff back there. There's like a chest of gold.
Don't you mean all this worthless crap back here? Who wants it?
Yeah, that worthless crap. That's our worthless crap. We're storing it here because because you're such a nice guy. And
okay. Well, yeah. So. If you want to take it, that's fine. It's sort of in the way. I'm getting tired of walking around it.
Okay, so, done deal. We're gonna, maybe you could throw us a little bit, throw us a couple bones for moving it for you.
Just like couple sort of bones. A mover's
fee, right? But other than that, yeah, we'll take it off your hands. It's no problem at all. We'll figure out something to do with it. But so let's talk a little bit about these sacrificial altars here. Like what? The Jebediahs didn't really do much. They just came and set our friends down. They didn't.
Right. That's all they have to do is they lay down, and then after about 3 or 4 hours, they feel refreshed.
So you don't really have to do anything. It's just they just lay there.
Yeah, of course. What happened to your friend there? Why is he bleeding?
Something
I don't know.
Bit him,
His
I think.
Stigmata. Like his hand started bleeding, and I don't know. Like ask him. Go ahead.
What if the yig wasn't in here? Did you get a yig bite?
I don't think so.
You don't remember?
No.
Oh, that's the first sign you got a yig bite. You don't remember.
You hear that? You got bit by a yig.
Hey, speaking of empty pockets, as this conversation is going on, Luther is going to go over and just fill his pockets with gold pieces because, we're going to end up back at the saloon at some point. So I'm just literally going to stuff my pockets with as much as I could possibly fit, like to the point where my pants are bulging out and coins are sort of spilling out as I walk. Just so we're clear. So, yeah.
Okay, Tugan.
Skeletor, I'm surprised this hasn't come up, but what is your opinion of Yog Sothoth?
I'm
or
not sure. Who is this person?
Yog Sothoth, you can think you can dance.
I'm not sure who this is.
You can dance if you want to.
He's a musician?
He's an evil god.
He's never going to give you up, never going to let you down.
Blake, you might want to come over here and get in on some of this. Like, there's gold doubloons coming out our asses over here. I'm just saying.
Just for the record, Luther doesn't realize it, but I've already stuffed my pockets.
Oh, nice.
While they were all like messing around with his hand and trying to talk, I slipped off and grabbed some.
Nice.
Yog Sothoth is a being that seeks only destruction. He was released erroneously from his prison. And
who did that? What a dumbass!
Could have kind of been our fault, but that's semantics, right? Like nobody wants to delve down into that, right, wrong. Like our heart was in the right place.
It was Nova, that German guy.
That's right. It was Dr. Gonzalez. You know the guy that gave you the ring? It was him. He did
it.
Yeah. That guy. Yeah.
Oh, there's all sorts of shenanigans afoot.
Oh, yes.
But anyways, so you've never heard of Yog Sothoth?
No.
We may require your help after we take care of the Yig. He is coming to this.
The Jebediahs are going to have to help us carry this large golden statue.
That too.
We'll worry about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they will gladly help. Though they'll
Yucks.
probably have to make amends afterward because they're touching something they consider treasure.
Oh, they like the Jebediahs think this is their treasure?
No, they can't handle things of like fortune.
Oh, value, right? Oh, right. The
Yes.
Mennonite thing. Oh, of course. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Anyways, but I think we'll need your help after we take care of the Yig.
Oh, okay.
We'll need to.
Oh,
use
yeah.
your-
So does this Yog Saga fall off? Play poker? Maybe I can get him to. Maybe I can beat him
we might
What do
be
you
able to
play
arrange
poker
that.
for, Skeletor? If like
for fun. Two Gun. What do you think?
No, I understand that, but like, what are stakes for you in poker? Like, clearly it's not gold.
Personal
or-
reputation, of course.
But what do you bet?
right?
Whatever I
yes.
have.
That's why
Alright.
Skeletor has such a good poker face, because nothing matters to him. Because he doesn't give a shit if he wins or loses, really.
That is true. Hey, you know that staff that Skeletor always has? That staff with like sort of the goat's head and the.
Yeah.
Are you talking about my staff? Yes. I
We
have it in
should-
the other room.
Have you ever gambled that, Skeletor? Because that would be a really cool thing to have.
Oh, I have. I've got like 20 of them. Why, you want one?
I want Skeletor's hood.
Want one? Yeah, for sure.
Luther,
Yeah.
you should win his hood for me.
That
Well,
would
take
be.
care of this Yig problem and who killed my raptors?
If we take care of the Yig problem and the Raptors, will you give me one of your hoods?
And I get a staff.
Oh, of course.
All right.
I'll wear
Okay.
it to the wrestling ring every time.
All right. So now, okay, we need Bonnie back in the game. Like how? Like.
Smack her.
No, we tried that already.
Yeah, but
Like,
do it
that-
ag- now
that
she's
didn't
unconscious.
end
Now you gotta
well.
snap-
Like
snap
that
her
seriously didn't end well. So, like, what if? Should we all just sort of take a break?
Take a rest.
Take a
yeah.
rest.
Stab her.
And then Bonnie will be okay in 3 hours. Right?
Stab her in the
I'm
hand,
sure.
and she'll wake up.
Well, but she'll wake up as a crazy person. She'll be Jim Carrey from like
Not
the number
necessarily.
23.
Sometimes having your hand stabbed, probably snaps you out of it. You forget a lot of things.
Yeah, but she's on the weird.
Look at Snake. He forgot.
Exactly. She's on the weird altar stone, and if we stab her, she's gonna bleed on it. And man, that sounded bad. But like anyway, that wasn't a period joke. I swear to God, of viewers. So anyway,
I don't think anyone
we're
thought that,
gonna
though.
like
Nobody in the 21st century would have gotten it.
okay. So we're like.
You have to bleed it out to get better.
She's
Anyway.
gonna bleed on the stone, and then like she's gonna end up even worse than she was.
No, I've seen Bonnie at her worst. She's okay. That wasn't that bad. Her writing on the walls.
All right, if
You should have
want-
saw her when she got really baked and didn't have pizza. Oh man,
Bonnie got. Wait,
she was a pizza delivery driver. Of course,
but
she
Bonnie
got baked.
baked. How like she never? When
Dude,
she.
you know.
I would have matched her. Like
Yeah.
what the hell? That
When you were
wasn't
throwing
right.
up in my room, she was baked that night too.
It's okay. When Bonnie wakes up, she has some splaining to do. But if you
Luther,
want
she got it from you. Do you have that bad of a memory?
I was on drugs. So like, but if you want to stab her, you can go ahead. I say we wait and let her sleep it out. But if you want to stab her, I'm more than happy to sit back and watch the results. So
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
you
I'm
want to
always
stab
down
our
for
friend,
that.
I'll watch.
yeah.
I wanted.
I'm sorry, I was distracted. I heard pizza.
Oh, Skeletor likes pizza, huh?
What does Skeletor like on his pizza? It's yeah.
Oh, anchovies.
Of course.
Oh,
of
gross.
course. Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate when people ordered anchovies on pizza.
Look,
I'm pretty sure that 13's favorite topping is fucking potatoes. It's spud pizza.
carrot pizza, actually.
Oh,
Because he's a
dumb
rabbit.
tish. Yeah, right.
Wouldn't
right,
it
right.
actually be
Yeah.
lettuce?
Spinach.
Okay.
Escargot pizza.
I actually like spinach, so.
All right.
That sweet spinach, the devil's spinach or whatever you got at Calco.
Oh, that's the stuff that Bonnie specializes in.
You're getting way too into you're getting way too passionate about spinach. You're like, I thought you were talking about you're like that sweet, sexy spinach. That
Hey, 13, you want to buy some spinach? Make it.
Do I?
And so we're going to pretend that Blake and 13 have had a 3-hour debate about pizza. And it is 3 hours later, and they're just both starving. And Luther looks down at Bonnie. Does Bonnie look lucid, better, normal? Is she still attempting to write on herself? Is she still passed out? That sort of thing.
What do the numbers mean, Mason?
Okay, so you are not going to take any kind of rest. You're just kind of waiting. You're going to wait it out for her for a couple hours, and then.
Yeah, I think they're Blake and 13 are having their debate with Skeletor over the best pizza toppings and blah blah blah. And Luther is just kind of longingly looking at Bonnie, and not because he it's more because he sees the look on her face that sort of that morphine induced, just smoothness, that sort of melted butter running through your veins sort of feeling, and so he's longing for that. Yeah,
and after this 3 hours of discussion about pizza, Blake finally realizes we're in the Wild West and there's no such thing as pizza here. And I turn to Skeletor and I say, "How do you know what pizza is?"
Well, I've had it before.
Yeah,
actually,
where?
I believe pizza.
They deliver, you fool.
I believe pizza was invented.
No,
in
it's
China
DiGiorno.
in the 14th century. So yeah, it's.
I
been
know
around
pizza
for a while.
existed in Italy since long before the Renaissance. It's different than what we have pizza-wise, but they did have pizza.
But we're
Yeah.
we're
Well,
not
because it
anywhere
was-
near any of that shit.
It was soldier food. It was they were able to cook it on
Like
their
bread.
shield. Yeah. So
Somebody give me a D4 roll.
not it.
I did 4.
So actually, you keep Skeletor's attention for the entire 3 hours as he is just fascinated by this pizza discussion.
Yeah, I mean pizza is pretty fascinating. So
It is.
yeah,
I could talk about pizza for 4 hours for real.
Yeah.
I've done it
Look at
before.
the time.
Is Bonnie rousing?
Bonnie begins to come to. She is not.
Bonnie,
you are
Bonnie, I thought we lost you.
You're out of your fit of sanity.
The
Bonnie.
numbers, Blake. What do they mean?
No one by the way, we didn't write on you like that. I know it's hard to believe, right? because usually whoever passes out first, you write all over. But it wasn't us. You did that to yourself. So yeah.
I can
And
know
you
that
bled
because-
all over the altar.
No, she didn't bleed.
When did I get cut?
Did you stab her?
Luther, shush. We're going with the period joke.
Oh god.
It's not the time of the month. What are you talking about?
How do you know? You don't have a calendar.
No, but I know my cycles.
You don't even know what day of the month it is right now.
I don't have any morning sickness.
That's how you know you're not pregnant.
Exactly. At least I think not. Peter, do you
Bonnie,
have morning sickness?
How do you feel, Bonnie?
Wet. I'm covered in blood.
That sounds like a personal problem, but
You seem better. The fact that you haven't reached for a pen is a good sign.
that is a very good sign.
And Blake has a cramp.
Yeah, right, exactly. Blake is a 12-year-old boy right now. So yeah.
I need to take a bath, I have a feeling. I'm covered in blood and ink marking.
That was you. I'm telling you, that was all you. You went crazy and started writing. So let me ask you this, Bonnie. Do you know the meaning of life? Because that's what you were rambling on about. You had discovered the meaning of life, and you were desperately trying to write it down.
I only know the question to the meaning of life. It is 42.
That's a good answer. Yeah, for sure.
It's a
for sure.
circle of life.
She seems much better. See, it worked.
Okay, how does Jacques look?
He's still sleeping.
See, Skeletor, you lied. Now you owe me
He-
an extra staff. Just for
he-
lying to me.
He must need some extra time.
Yeah.
What do herbs have to do with him being passed out? Do we have fresh time?
And
I don't know. Is that one of the secret 12?
It might be. We need to put it on the altar for him or something.
hey, just remember, if anyone ever gets injured, just give them some fresh time because time heals all wounds.
Oh, badum-tish.
You know, I bet you if we had fresh time from Calico, it would be the best time ever. It might even taste better than that spinach.
I still say I don't know why we're in any of these other dimensions. Like Calico is where it's at.
Oh, no,
where
it's
we
not.
should
I don't-
be hanging out all the time.
Calico's
Like, yeah.
boring as hell.
Calico's where you retire. Like
Yes.
that's a retirement community.
Yeah, that's where you go when
For
your back doesn't
adventuring.
work anymore from taking too many bumps in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Calico sounds great.
Sounds
Retirement.
You would love it. Like seriously, you would love it. You could come on, you could play a little golf, you know.
Yeah, but he couldn't rule over anybody.
Oh, that's a good walk wasted, Two Gun.
So, okay.
He'd also
Back
have to
to-
leave his pyramid.
Task at hand. We need to find the Yig.
No, they're across the street. I told you.
No, we need to find the Yig, not like the Yig, like the royal Yig. We need to find like the actual specific Yig that is Dr. Gonzalez.
So what are we waiting for?
Well, we were waiting
We've
for
already-
Bonnie to come to her senses, and now that it appears that she has, I think we could be on our way. Hey, Skeletor, can we leave Jacques here to just like sort of sleep it off? You know?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Do we trust leaving Jacques with Skeletor?
What's the worst that could happen? He seems like a friendly enough man.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
A very
I trust-
trustworthy face.
Yeah.
I trust Skeletor. How can
Jacques
you
is
not
going to
just
lose everything
smile?
in poker to Skeletor when we see him again.
Well, Jacques is essentially
Including his
roofied
dynamite.
at this point. So, like,
How
I'm
can you
just
not
saying-
trust a person with a smile like that? It's just
I
perpetually
agree.
smiling.
Yeah, I agree.
True. He looks especially convincing and trustworthy when he's laying down.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Skeleton,
So I
you don't
think-
happen to have a change of clothes in a place I can take my
Of
bath?
course
do you?
I do. You've seen Blake's outfit. You can have a matching Mennonite outfit, of course. You'd like
wonderful.
smashing.
We need to
Indeed.
hurry.
Thank you.
Make sure you don't show too much ankle, though.
This might end up being my new wrestling gimmick without the white shirt under it.
Oh, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely.
I'm going to grow the Abraham Lincoln and wear the straw hat and everything.
Also, like, Bonnie doesn't want a Jebediah Mennonite outfit. She wants like the Tila Masters of the Universe outfit.
No,
Like,
she needs the bonnet and the blue dress.
No, she doesn't. She wants boob armor, man. She wants the Tila Masters of the Universe outfit. Like, yes.
Well, you
For
do
sure.
know in Petticoat Junction, everything's better here.
We need
Luther,
to.
you do realize that armor would actually get her killed if she gets hit, though.
Like, when does that ever? She never wore armor before. Like,
I
does
know,
it freaking
and-
matter?
I mean,
In other words, she's not any worse off than she was wearing her.
not
like,
necessarily.
her
Wearing
black
armor, she
smock.
might. Wearing armor, she might have a false sense of security, and then she'll step in front of the blade and get stabbed right between the boobs into her heart because of the way the armor is formed.
I'm okay
And die.
with that. I'm fine with that.
You're
Like,
fine
I-
with Bonnie dying?
I am 100% fine with that. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, we need to find this Yig. Blake, I will knock you out.
Oh,
If you say one more word, we need to go.
Wow.
hear that rabbit
Wait,
throwing
me?
hands?
Not Luther. Luther's talking over here about he got us going on pizza.
We've talked about pizza for 4 hours.
Yeah, and that's
It's time
Luther's
to-
fault, not
It's
mine.
time to move.
I can't believe
I
you,
will-
13.
Time normally doesn't move unless someone plucks it first.
Honestly,
Luther-
you guys
Luther-
didn't even go into the thin crust versus mid crust versus deep dish
Versus Chicago
stuff.
style,
Like,
New York style, Detroit style.
come on.
Yeah.
There's like you missed a whole portion of the fucking debate. Like, yeah,
Dude,
right. So,
Dude, Mr. 1 foot over here. He's talking a lot of smack. Yeah, he's got one leg.
Who?
The bunny.
Oh,
13.
that's right. He is.
And here he is talking smack. He
got
wants
the
to
fake-
lose his other leg. That is
He
what he
got the-
just told me.
He got the fake, like he got the fake android leg.
Oh, he's
Like-
got a peg leg.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just like Jim.
It's been an adjustment.
All right, guys,
No.
we gotta focus.
He's
We gotta
cranky.
find this yig. Let's focus, find the yig, and then we can all take these golden doubloons and fucking order
I mean, I have a
pizza,
feeling if we
like,
just wait here long enough, the yig will come to us.
but
That sounds like someone moving the plot along. I don't think that would happen.
Listen, everyone. I think if we wait here, the yig will be up. We have
He'll
to go
Kool-Aid
out there
man
and
the
do
wall
it.
right there.
no, we have to go find the yig. Let's go find the yig.
We have no leads. None.
at the very least, let's go start some trouble or something.
The plan was initially to survey
Find the
the
yig.
outskirts of town to see who is leaving. So the least we could do is patrol.
Exactly. Right, because we told the bartender guy to tell all of the yig that they knew that. And
well,
so
it's
then
been 4 hours. We could just go back to the bartender and find out what they got.
All right, I'm down with that too. We could go back to the.
That's
saloon,
probably
but
easier than one
We gotta
leg.
leave.
Peg leg Fred
the
over here
pyramid,
walking
is what
around
I'm
the
saying.
town and with one leg. It just doesn't work well.
We gotta leave the pyramid, is what I'm saying.
We'll be back.
I'm going to
But
change
for now-
and follow. I have no idea what's going on.
You're wearing a Mennonite dress.
No, she's
That's what
wearing
Skeletor gave her.
Tila armor. All right, like I'm just saying.
Give me a luck roll, Luther.
He's got a lot too, doesn't he?
Yeah, let's see. Well, how much does Luther
70?
have? No, I don't know. I honestly don't have much. I have not. No, I have 36. So that's So that's 50. No, I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
the
right.
longest, thickest Mennonite dress ever.
Unfortunately, yeah, right. It's like it's made of like wool, and not even just like wool, the itchy, thick wool, like
And it's the
scratchy.
turtleneck type.
Yeah, right, for sure. Yeah. And like her hair is like fully braided and pulled back, and she washed off all of her makeup, and she's like, yeah, right, exactly.
Bonnie
yeah,
wore
yeah.
makeup.
Wonderful. Thanks,
Did-
Bonnie. You're
Did Bonnie
like-
wear makeup? I've never once heard Bonnie talk about makeup in this campaign.
Bonnie
Now
wore
that I
makeup
remember.
all the time. Bonnie always wore makeup. She look at the pictures that are on the top of the thing. She clearly has lipstick on.
Does she?
Well, at least
Okay,
in that picture.
yep, fair.
Yeah.
Or that's just pizza sauce because she's in her pizza
Well-
delivery outfit.
There is that. Yeah.
And we all know Bonnie would open the next box, take a bite, and put it right back in the box.
Yeah, for sure.
Someone has to taste the pizza sauce. Yeah. Yep, it's good. Yeah. Every
All right.
pizza.
So anyway, remember this game that we were playing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, right. Oh God, Peter hates us so.
No,
freaking hard,
Peter loves
man.
it.
Like, yeah,
Look at him. He's having a great old time over there. Look
No,
at him
he's
smile.
literally like, oh, you fucking assholes. Wait until right.
This is the kind of game Peter likes. Look at him. Look at him grinning ear to ear. He looks like Skeletor. Yeah, so we're going to the bar then?
We're either going to the bar or we're gonna patrol the outside of the town to see if any yig are trying to beat a hasty retreat.
I know.
I will follow.
Let's split the party and have half the party patrol and half the party go to the bar.
Okay, who's going where?
I'm going to
13.
sleep. Good night.
13's gonna patrol.
Okay. Well, if bar is involved, Luther's there, right?
I will
So-
follow to the bar because the bunny wanted to fight me.
Also, I just want to call out, Keeper, that my pockets are full, man.
Yes.
They
Yep.
like I got coin that jingle jangle.
Hey,
jingles
me
right
too.
now. So yeah.
Me too. I'll probably just
Also,
request songs at the piano all night.
I know I'm rolling fat. Like yeah, for sure. So
Who wants to keep an eye on Snake?
well, where's Snake going?
He don't know.
He's still sleeping on an altar.
He's got amnesia. He don't even know what the hell y'all are doing.
Is Snake asleep?
Snake, you're there. You hear us talking about shit.
You're not passed out. You're awake.
You
Did
forgot
Snake-
stuff, but you see us walk away. You follow somebody. You just gotta pick who.
Did Snake have complete amnesia, or he just forgot why he was in the room?
He has like situational amnesia, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, some situational. Just kind of forgot why he was in the room.
Yeah.
Why is he
how
asleep?
he was-
So like the feeling when like you go to
the
other room
fridge
to get something and then you don't remember like what you were getting.
Why am I in the dining room?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. But he
I was
still
supposed to
has
grab my
amnesia
phone.
from the time at Vintagi Castle when he crashed under the ice.
Yep.
Snake.
Who you following, Snake?
Yeah, where would you like to go,
Some
Snake?
fresh air. Some fresh air will be good.
You walking with the
Yeah.
bunny?
Yeah, that sounds good. Fresh air.
Whiskey and women sound better.
There's no women here, Luther.
We'll find one.
It's all snakes. You
Luther's
pull up
like,
a
"I'm
dress and
determined."
there's a snake.
I mean, a yig is close enough. It's
No, it's not.
I believe we established last session that there is enough cloacas in the vicinity to be.
I still don't know what that is. I still won't look it up.
We could start a whole new race.
I'll ask
it'll be,
Paula,
it'll
what
be,
is a
it'll be
cloaca?
we'll be half yigs. It'll be fine. Yeah, right.
All right, so Bonnie, who are you going with?
I'm gonna go with the bunny.
Okay, so you guys split up and head in different directions as you head out the pyramid.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. The Jebediahs, of course, shun their eyes as they see Luther and Blake walk by carrying all these doubloons because it's some sort of treasure and they don't want to look, and then shun their eyes from Bonnie as she is the most attractive woman they have ever seen in their entire life.
Yeah, and her ankles are showing ever so slightly. So yeah.
I mean, Luther might start to think that too because it's been a while since he's seen a real woman.
Well, no, I was just with Debbie. Like we were. Anyway, yeah. For sure. Yeah.
All right, so 13 and Snake and Bonnie. So what are you guys going to do as you exit the pyramid and Luther
13,
and,
Snake and Bonnie.
Luther and Blake with their pockets full of doubloons begin trudging over to the big scale saloon.
It's probably not quiet.
No, it is midday.
So
5 o'clock
13,
somewhere.
what are we doing?
Well,
The Wild Wild West.
the rumor has spread, hopefully, that there is a yig, an imposter yig around. So we should search to see if there's anybody, to see who's leaving town. Maybe stop and ask them questions or at least notice defining features to see if they are the yig in disguise.
To see if they speak. Oh no, it's so. These Brazilians speak Portuguese, right? Like they, yeah. See if they speak Portuguese. Yeah, for sure. Dr. Gonzalez is from Brazil, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
He was in Brazil, but we don't know if he's from Brazil.
Got it.
He's Dutch-Irish, actually, with a name like Gonzalez.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So we could come up with some good questions or things to criteria to tell a yig for like a real yig from a fake yig.
And what would that criteria be?
The second set of eyelids. Well, no, I suppose if Gonzalez was able to assume the body, he'd still have the second set of eyelids.
Could be, well, if they are in pain, maybe they won't. They will speak differently. They'll give up the act.
So what's you want me to break every yig's we pass legs or something and see if they in pain and act differently?
Maybe just the ones leaving town.
This seems like a very violent solution.
Sounds like a
Perhaps
brilliant plan to me.
We can
but-
come with a superior alternative that doesn't involve us making enemies of every yig here.
Blake, I have a brilliant idea. We're going to ask everybody in the bar what questions we could ask Yig that only Yig would be able to answer.
First, you could ask him what a cloaca is.
I Googled that last week. Trust me, you don't want to.
Yeah, Paula just told me. Thanks.
Especially, I think it was a frog's cloaca specifically that we were talking about, but like whatever. So, yeah.
Don't worry. It's not present in placental mammals.
Yes, but they're reptiles.
Anyway, but Blake, our brilliant plan is we're going to ask everyone in the bar what only a Yig would know. Like, what question could we ask?
I know nothing about reptiles and stuff.
See if the Yig knows the secret Yig handshake.
Yeah, is there a secret Yig handshake? Yeah, for sure.
But how would we know? We're not Yig.
What is their favorite? We're gonna ask them. That's the whole point. We're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna glad hand them. We're gonna get them drunk. We're gonna spend our money like it's going out of style because we got 10 billion more gold pieces back in Skeletor's cave, and we're gonna
we need to be a little stingy with the coins because if we spend too much, it's gonna screw up the economy, and then there will be no one to wait on us.
I don't care, Blake. This is what I do, man. Like, listen, this is what I do. I con people for a living. Like, so this is what we're gonna do.
But this isn't a con. You have real gold this time.
We're gonna go in there, yeah, but we're gonna glad hand them, and we're gonna get the information out of it. It's gonna be fine.
All right.
It's totally going to be fine. And if not, you could crack some skulls. So like, it's a win-win.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, right.
Deal.
Okay, so you're going to go into the saloon and ask them only questions that Yigs would know.
I stick to my original plan. I go straight to the piano.
Okay. He goes to the piano. Luther goes up to the bar and literally reaches into his pocket and fills his hand like coins are falling out all over, and he slams the
They're gonna
coins up on the
retire.
bar, and he says, "Drinks for everybody."
And the bartender's like, "Whiskey for everyone," and he starts putting out whiskey bottles.
Yes.
He doesn't even pour it. It's just bottles for everybody.
Yep.
Exactly. What's your name, friend?
Copper.
Well, Copper, let me ask you a question. Copper, let me ask you a question. We were in here earlier. We were asking if you saw anybody weird, right? Like if there's anybody who stuck out, like a sore thumb, or was strange, or anything like that. Have you seen anyone that sort of fits that bill, my friend?
Well, there's Coral. He's a little iffy, but I think he's just that way.
Is Coral here? Can you point Coral out?
Yes. And he points over to the bar at a table where you can see a snake person sit.
Does that Yig appear to be nervous or anxious or?
He looks over. You can see he's got a lazy eye.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so Copper, that's not nice. Like, I mean, he can't help it. He was born with a lazy eye. Like, it's fine. I'm thinking more someone who's acting sort of out of Yig nature. Like, for example, if a Yig were to walk in here, like, what would you ask them to determine that they are actually a Yig? Like, what exactly would you ask that Yig person?
Would ask them to quote parts out of the Gospel of Yig, of course.
That's pretty freaking brilliant. See, this is why I pay you so well, Copper. That is brilliant. And I'll pull another handful of coins out and I'll slam them on the table and I'll say that's for you. And I look over to Blake. What is Blake doing, Blake?
I'm singing the tune that's playing like on the piano.
Please tell me it's "Here I Go Again." Oh,
Wild Thing.
Why no?
Like in Top Gun. Like in Top Gun. I'm getting the
They
Yig to
all
sing. You
love
make
White
my heart
Snake.
sing or whatever. Right? Because they sing that in Top Gun, don't they?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
So I look around the bar. I look around the bar. I'm just sort of like
Or
trying
Great Balls
to.
of Fire. It was Great Balls of Fire. Goodness gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Yeah.
All
that
right,
one.
Goose. So that's a negative, Ghost Rider. So So I look around the bar. I'm just trying to gauge everyone's demeanor. Like, and I don't like. I'm just sort of looking around, and I'm looking.
It's
for
a party
anyone,
over here. Luther,
Yeah,
it's a party over here. Thanks for the bottle.
I'm looking.
Yeah,
I'm
so
looking for.
I'm over there
anyone-
asking questions like, hey, Yig, what's your favorite jingles?
I'm looking for anyone that is either not partaking in the liquor that is being passed around. B, is sort of acting anxious or looking nervous.
give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be close. So hold on. That is 42, and my spot hidden is 65. So that is just a success.
So you notice somebody who's right near the entrance of the big window that's not broken in this saloon.
Yes, yeah.
Their attention seems to be outside, and they're looking outside, and they seem to be focused as everyone else is having a drink and singing songs at the piano, and they seem to be focused, like they've got their attention outside.
Are they sitting at like sort of a table, like a high top?
Yeah, they're sitting at a regular table. Everybody in the table that's with them is focused on everything else. They seem to be looking outside, like watching something.
Okay. I will pick up my bottle of whiskey and 2 shot glasses from the bar, and I will walk over to the table and sort of set the shot glasses down at the bar, and I'll pour 2 out, and I'll be like, I noticed you weren't drinking. So I brought you over one. What's your name, friend?
He's like, hold on. And then he stands up. He's like, everybody, yells in the hissy snake voice, get down. And everybody in the bar ducks down as you can hear gunshots go off. Like, and it sounds like it's coming from the saloon across the street, the Drinking Coin Saloon.
This is the one that I got thrown out of, right?
Correct. So our 3 who are roaming, give me a listen roll.
Disappointed there was no breakdancing when he said get down.
Well, he didn't follow it up with Get Funky, so,
That is true.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I need to roll dice. That's a 19 out of 89, so a hard success.
Also a hard success.
13.
What roll?
Listen.
Believe in your ears, 13.
Yeah, it's a regular fail.
So
Regular fail, he said.
So Bonnie and Snake, you hear what sounds like somebody shooting, sounds like a pistol. It's going off. Somebody is firing in the Drinking Coin Saloon.
Do we care about this? It is the Old West.
We should at least check it out.
Figures. Okay. Guess we'll make our way over to the Drinking Coin Saloon.
Okay.
13 will have his blue light special ready.
All right. So you guys are headed, like walking back down the street, and somebody comes staggering out of the saloon. You can see that they've been shot and they're bleeding, and they look around and they see you and they're like, there they are. That's one of their accomplices. And we'll take a break right there.
What are you talking about?
We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Take it away, Peter.
All right, so as the party has split in an attempt to find the mysterious off Yig, and Blake is getting friendly with the pianist, and Luther has put down some doubloons on the bar, and everybody is drinking whiskey. You hear gunshots from across the street as Snake and 13 and Bonnie have heard these gunshots and are walking up to the Drinking Coin Saloon, which is the Gorn Saloon. And somebody has just come out bleeding. Looks like they've been shot. And they say something about that's part of their group or something. As he points at them. So what are the three of you, what's your dex?
90.
I got 60.
Okay.
60.
6.
What about you, Snake?
80.
So Bonnie, you are up first.
What's going on?
So this guy's staggering out. He looks like he's been shot twice. He looks like a Gorn. He's pointing to you, and it looks like he's reaching for a weapon.
I'd like to punch him in the face. Peacefully,
Okay.
because I'm doing the pacifist run.
Okay, that died long ago. So
Session
give me
1, I
a
believe.
fighting brawl.
Okay. That's a 33, so a hard success.
All right, and what's damage on that? Is 1d4 plus your damage bonus, right?
Yes, which is a d6 for me.
Okay.
And that's 5 for the damage modifier and the d4 as well. So that's 3 and 5, so 8.
Okay. So you punch him. You punch him pretty good,
Oh,
and
that's
he. But you can tell that his Gorn skin is pretty tough. And he's like, oh. Snake. You see Bonnie run up and punch this Gorn who's coming out of the saloon.
Oh, not the closet. Okay.
I don't know what your problem is, but you need to stand down. You're outnumbered, and if you don't surrender, I'm afraid you're going to get murdered in the street.
Okay.
Some would say murder, some would say self-defense. Like, yeah.
Depends
Are
on your
you-
perspective.
Are you attempting to talk him down, or are you trying to?
Yeah, I'm attempting to talk him down.
That's the seduction roll.
Give me a fast talk roll.
Nice. That's it. Dice run over all the other dice in the box. 51. I've got an 80, so that's a normal success.
Okay. So as he's reaching for his gun, Bonnie punches him, and then he takes his hand away and he just grabs his wounds, and he's like, "You need to get your buddy in line. Then he's out of control."
Our buddy.
13.
Buddy. What buddy?
That damn, whatever his Tulsa 2 something.
Two gun styles.
That guy came in here and shot up the place.
I don't believe he did. He should be actually in the other bar. Is he still in there?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
There is no
Keep in
Tulsa
mind,
chicken.
I am right in front of the
You are
window.
right in front of the window.
Right
yes.
in the glass, the pane window, right.
Of the big scale, not of the other.
Of the big scale, right.
Right,
I'm
right,
the
across
street.
the
I
street.
had gone over to the Yig and I
Yep.
had set
Yeah.
glasses down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got a regular success. 52.
So looking over, you can see his outline, like right up against the window. his bowler hat and everything. Realize it's him.
My striking pose. Yeah. All right, yeah.
So I was asking if, because he stumbled out of the other bar. So I was asking if the person of Tulsa, Two Guns Tulsa, was
He's looking
in
at the
other
Gorn bar.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You're
He's
looking at
the
the
Gorn
Gorn
bar.
bar.
Yeah, the Gorn bar.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah, because I
coming
yeah,
around
so
the
I was
corner,
gonna add
like
that-
coming around, you look, you don't. I mean, the window's gone. You don't see anybody that. You see us, like everybody is scattered, like they're starting to get out of their position. They've been like they hunkered down. There's like blood everywhere.
No, so I was asking like the guy if
He's asking
The
if he
person
can
shot up the
still
place.
see the Tulsa Two Gun Styles replicant in the Gorn bar.
yeah,
Okay.
or if like asking the if I'm asking I was asking the
Gorn.
Gorn if he was still in there
Oh
that he knew of.
no, he's like, no, he ran out the back.
That does sound like something Luther would do.
Nobody
Would
runs
Luther
in the
Two Gun
back.
Styles do that though?
Oh,
No, I'm waiting for the cutback to Luther Two Gun Styles because no.
Yes, we
man.
will cut back to you guys as you heard the gunfire and he told you to take
So,
cover.
Cut back to Luther Two Gun Styles. As
I
soon
don't
as
think
like,
I
the
heard
guy
it though.
As soon as the guy says take cover, right?
Yeah.
As soon as the guy says take cover, Luther kind of like, broadens out his shoulders, makes sure that his little badge is showing, and he addresses the Yig bar and he's like, it's all right. We work for Mr. Skeletor as regulators. We regulate any stealing off his property. We're damn good too. Mr. Skeletor got a soft spot for runaways, derelicts, vagrant types, but you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean. Earn your keep. And I turn to Blake and I go, regulators, mountain up! And I cross draw and I run out into the street.
It was a cool black night. I'm not going any further.
it was exceptionally hot for this time of year.
Okay, so
It
you
was
run
very
out.
bright.
You see Bonnie fighting with one of the Gorn, and Snake and 13 around there, and you can see there's a couple of them in front of that window that's been blown out, and they're looking around, and just as they say that to you, 13, they look, and one of them points and goes, there he is, he's across the street.
Do I get to take an action, or like was that my action coming out into the street?
Yeah, that was kind of your action.
Okay.
Blake, do you head out with him?
I mean, I'm going to do a spot hidden. If I
Okay.
see him go out, I will go.
You see Luther come out, you're going with him.
All right, yes, I made it. So I see Luther go out, and I'm like mid-song, like I was belting it out, and like a couple of the Yig near me are doing it too. And then like I'm like, oh, stop. Something's going on outside. And then like the piano stops, it goes silent in there, and all like now the Yig with me also, like I'm like, hey, let's go see what's going on.
Yeah,
Because
so
again,
there's
these
a
are my
couple of
buddies
them.
now. These are my buddies
Yeah.
now. We're like
There's a couple of
karaoke
'em.
partners.
So there's a couple of them that come up from behind you, like following you out. Like now you got a posse.
Yeah, our crew.
Uh,
Our 2 live
and-
crew.
And 13, you hear them say, there he is across the street. And as you look, Luther has come right out of the bar, standing there. And then Blake's behind him with some Yig.
Oh shit! This is gonna be like a gang fight with the Yig and the Gorn. Oh no! What did we do?
That's
Are you Yig side or Gorn side? That's all I need to know.
he
Yig.
Two-Gun Tulsa. Two-Gun Tulsa was
Not Gorn.
hasn't returned to this bar. He hasn't returned to this bar for some time. He was in there. That was somebody else. You said he went out the back? Come on, let's go.
All right, give me a fast talk roll.
I'd like to see Luther come out the back sometime.
Oh, sweet. I got the default on here.
Oh man. Yig.
Yeah. I failed, and I'm not gonna push it because I can't win with a 5.
I believe in you.
Well, so to push the roll, you would have to use a different skill that was similar, and explain how you would use it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
not gonna try.
So they're looking at you, and they're like, they point, they're like, he's right over there, that cloaca loving motherfucker, and they start drawing their weapons.
Bring it.
What's your dex, Luther?
95.
Ooh, big numbers for Styles right there.
Blake,
Quickest
what's your,
draw in the West.
What, my dex?
Yep.
Great
Show
question.
me a picture of
75.
your decks.
All right.
Dex picks.
Nope.
Luther, you're up first as you see the Gorn like start jumping through that window, guns drawn, and they're making a beeline for you.
I have already cross-drawn, and I am firing both. For sure. I'm blasting.
Oh shit! And I'm behind you. If they miss you, god damn it!
As they come out the window, for sure. So hold on, let me see what my
Never follow your Luther.
No, I should know better.
Never stand in Luther's shadow, you'll get shot.
So 1 is a regular success. 29. 1 is a regular success, 1 is a hard success.
Okay.
That's a D10 plus 2, right? D10 plus 4, D10 plus 2.
D10 plus 2.
D10 plus 2. Okay. First one is a 5. Second one is a 9.
59 boys. Oh, means nothing.
All right. Give me 2 d20 rolls.
16 and 18.
You shoot him as one comes running, get him in both arms. He's like, ugh. As you can see, there's 2 of them who have kind of made it through the group of them that were at the window and jumped across the street. So there's 2 like headed in your direction.
Yep.
Bonnie, you're fighting with this one who is injured.
Do we really have to do this? Do you want me to pound you into the dirt, or can we just call it a day? What do you say? Give me a side eye.
Are you attempting to like intimidate him or fast talk him, or?
I'm just attempting to fast talk him and say, let's not do this shit, it's stupid.
Okay, give me a fast talk roll.
Why would you ask for that, Peter?
Because you're talking.
That is true. Why did I talk? I never talk.
Should have punched him in the face.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. A 69 I rolled.
69.
That's like a
Okay.
crit, right?
Yeah, that's a crit, and I have 5, so yeah, that didn't work.
All
You
right.
crit 5 times. Damn.
Yep. I'm a crypt 5 times.
No,
you
you're a
gay.
G. OG.
He kind of doesn't look convinced as the gunfire has started, and he sees Luther across the street now.
Oh yeah, and Luther is like gleefully. He's just. And actually, Luther yells, "Hey, Pepin, you got Charlie Crawford with you?" And I'll finish that later. But anyone who's seen Young Guns knows how that's gonna end. But yeah, for sure. So Luther is in his fucking glory right now. He is certainly not putting these weapons away unless somebody pries them from his gold fucking dead hands. So yeah.
All right.
That can be arranged later.
Snake.
So you said there's 2 of them coming out the window, and Luther shot 1.
Okay, so there's 2 that are in the street headed towards Luther, and Luther shot one of them. The rest of them are in the saloon trying to get out that window.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the other one that's out in the street, not the one Luther shot.
Okay.
I missed. That's a 99.
Okay.
Got 99 problems, but these bullets ain't got hit one.
What's your what's your pistol?
Malfunction on 100, it says.
Okay, but is your skill above 50?
Yes, it's at 80.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so this is a wild shot. You might have been. I mean, Luther, you hear a bullet go by, ricochet.
Luther shot right by my damn head.
Blake, easy now.
Blake.
Easy.
So I do have a gun with 15 bullets, if I remember correctly. I don't think I shot any last time.
I wouldn't use them. Bullets are expensive.
So
They are really expensive lately.
I wouldn't know who to shoot, I guess, right now. Okay. How far away are the Gorn?
Which ones?
The closest one.
Just shoot in
They're
that
in the-
general direction.
They're in the middle
Like,
of the street, so they're.
yeah.
So, like, I could run up and punch one in the mouth.
If you wanted to run up and punch one, I'll let you.
All right. OG 1960s.
Don't run up and punch
Adam
them, though.
West
Run
Batman punch in the
Up,
face.
run up and suplex one. Like,
Okay.
like don't just punch them.
No, I want to do this Batman style. Bam!
All right.
Pow! You know. stuff like that.
Kapow.
So
Yes!
which one are you punching?
The whatever one's closest, it doesn't matter. Or the biggest one. How about the biggest one? Is there a big one?
Give me a D6 roll.
There's 6 of them. 2.
Okay, all right. So it's the one that seems to be he seems to be shot in both arms, but he's the biggest guy.
Okay. 30%, which is pretty dang good. That is a hard success.
Okay.
So I run up and like this doesn't look like a proper technique punch. Like while I'm running, I go and like full on action comic, like body flares up with the punch and everything.
Right, and looks like he's going to clock him, and he just goes
Oh.
ducks right out of the way.
So then the caption
whirlwind,
is swish.
Blake, reap it.
Nothing but air. Swish.
13.
13's gonna run away.
What? Like what? Oh, cowards! Oh man! All right, that's fine.
No, 13's so 13. They look like they've got this. He's gonna, but he's convinced that the real fake Two Gun Tulsa is out there, and he's gonna be not distracted by these shenanigans, and go to the back of start heading towards the back of the
Saloon.
I keep forgetting the saloon. I keep forgetting the name of the saloon, but
The Gorn.
the back of this,
Drinking Coin Saloon.
Oh, yeah.
the back of the Drinking Coin Saloon. Blue light pistol or blue light special drawn.
Are you running through the saloon, or are you attempting to jump over it?
Is the saloon small enough that I could jump over it?
Yeah, it's like 2 stories. You might be able to do that. You are a
jumped
rabbit.
some stupid shit before.
I'm gonna see what my new peg leg, like. I'm gonna give my hops a go, see if my new peg leg is up to
Peg leg it
cut
out of
mustard
there.
Do you have
Yeah.
do you have jump? Right? Is that a thing? Jump. Yeah.
I do, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
give me a jump
is
roll.
the thing. Oh, extreme success.
Yeah, you just see 13 leap from right where the saloon is and clears it. Right? And it's,
So yeah, I jump over the saloon.
okay. Give me a spot hidden roll.
That's just a regular success.
Okay, you hear as soon as you land, you look up and there's a door that is closing on the very next building. You hear you can see it close, and like there's a curtain that was like on a window that gets flung open, so you can tell that the door has been opened and closed.
So yeah, then that's presumably that's the end of my turn. So my next turn
Right.
I would go and chase after that.
All right, now let's see. So the one Gorn who's been shot, now he's got Blake right there. So point blank, he's going to shoot Blake with his pistol.
Now, is he at disadvantage because I'm within 5 feet? I'm kidding.
Let's see here. He shoots, and somehow he's probably because he's been shot in the arm. He gets off a shot and like misses. Somehow misses you.
Of course, it's because of my action-packed swing. It kind of took me out of position.
In frustration, he shoots again.
Can I dodge it?
Back adventure abs.
No, you can't. Okay. So you take 9 damage as this time he adjusts his other arm and blasts you.
Oh, I'm alive.
9. I need to have this marked. He shoots you right in the gut.
Blood immediately comes out of my mouth like in the movies.
The other one sees the Tulsa 2 gun and will shoot at him. And let's see. 3. Okay. So Luther, this other Gorn running, pulls. He's got one gun and he fires. The first shot hits you right in the chest for 3 damage, and then he fires and hits you in your right arm for 7.
Jesus. All right.
Are you? Oh well, you're shooting 2-handed. So with your right hand, you will have a penalty die.
Okay.
Luther, you called my name. What did you need?
Only one Gorn manages to get out of the crowd and jumps over this broken window and runs and starts running out into the street.
Okay.
Let's see. The one Gorn that's fighting Bonnie. He kind of he's like, you're not the issue, and he, holding his injury, he kind of staggers out into the street to go after Luther. Luther, you're up.
Okay. Luther is I'm blasting him off. So Luther takes sort of the shot in the chest, and you see him sort of come back and then takes the shot in the arm and like gets really thrown back. But with his other hand, he's firing at the Gorn that he fired at previously. That's a hard success. That's a 17. That's actually an extreme success.
Right.
And then I bring my sort of injured arm up, and I'm firing again. That's an 8. So that's also an extreme success. That's going to be 10 plus 2. So that's an 8 on the first one and a 4 on the second one.
How awesome does Luther look after being shot twice?
Luther looks fucking amazing. Like Luther is like
Luther, I'll say on that first shot, you kill this guy. You can tell me how he dies, and the second one will go to the other guy.
So the guy is just like sort of charging, towards me, and again, my left shoulder gets thrown back as it fires, but I bring up my right hand and I fire just point blank right into his face. His Gorn head just pops like a melon, and I yell out, "Hey, Pepin! Charlie Crawford ain't with you no more!" And then I shoot the Gorn that's coming out the window as well.
All right. Okay, so right now there's one Gorn who's approaching you, who just give me a D20 roll.
Okay. 8.
Okay, you hit him right in the abdomen. So he shot you, you shot him. There's one that's in the street kind of behind him and another one that's injured. So you got 3 and you killed 1.
Nice.
Bonnie.
The guy who's leaving me,
Yeah, he's in the street holding his injuries, like headed towards Luther.
I'm gonna run up behind him and kick him in the back of the head while yelling, "Stop trying to die, you idiot!"
Okay, give me a fighting brawl.
That's a 15, which is a extreme success. Very nice.
Okay.
And that's a D4 and a D6, isn't it? That's 8 into damage.
So what do? You run up and kick him.
Yep. Kick him in the back.
You hear a snapping noise, like his vertebrae, and he just kind of collapses to the ground.
Why do I kill everyone I touch?
Why am I unintentionally murderous?
Why do I murder everyone I try to save?
Snake.
How many Gorn are left up now?
2. There are 2 in the street. The rest of them are in the saloon. One is badly hurt.
Yep.
Oh, well, I see a target of opportunity there. I'll take a shot at him.
All right.
Hopefully my dice is in a better mood this turn. Oh, yeah. 40 is hard success.
Okay, and what's the damage on this?
That is a D10 plus 2. I'm rolling it now.
All right.
6.
6, the damage of the beast.
All right, give me a D20 roll.
D20 roll. 3.
So you blast him right in his right leg, and he's like dragging it now, but still upright. He's still trying to make his way towards Luther.
You know what? I did not roll a penalty die on that last roll. I forgot. I apologize.
You were flowing with the power of Luther.
Yes, exactly.
God damn it, you cheating bastard! You've ruined everything!
Blake, you were up here. The one that you were fighting just gets blown away. Like Luther blew its head off, and now you got Gorn matter all over you.
Yeah, and it's mixed with my blood. I twitch a little bit, like, because I have that thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
You said there's 2 more Gorn in the street? Or 3?
One has been shot and is like, one who just got out of the bar and is in the road, has not been hurt. The other one is been injured, been just shot in the leg, and is just trying to make his way towards Luther.
I pick up the gun that was on the Gorn in front of me.
Okay.
As well as pull out my gun. So now I've got 2. And I shoot at each one.
Okay.
Is that a penalty die on the second shot or no?
It's a way to do it.
I'll let you decide.
No.
Okay.
Hard success on 1.
Okay.
Bad success.
And yeah, it's not an extreme, just a hard. And the other one is a regular success.
Okay. So roll your damage.
How much is that again? I don't have my notes for some reason.
It's 1d10 plus 2. So tell me which pistol you're using. If you're using your pistol, it's 1d10 plus 2. If you're using theirs, it's 1d8 plus 2.
Okay. So the first shot is 6 damage. The second shot, the Gorn pistol, is, you said 1d8 plus 2?
Yep.
That's 7. Pow-pow!
All right.
Gunpowder.
2d20 rolls.
Okay. A 9 and a 4.
So you shoot the one guy in the like. He kind of turns and you hit him right in the abdomen. He's been shot twice, and in the leg. And the other guy gets shot in the leg, and he seems to almost shrug it off.
Was that normal for Gorn?
Yeah, the Gorn are pretty tough.
Okay. Just making sure he wasn't like a doppelganger or something.
No.
Or an android wearing Gorn skin.
Yeah. 13.
Is the
Android
loneliest
one,
number that you've ever seen.
Yeah, that hits home. I think that was Ori's. Ori's love was a Gorn, like a Gorn in disguise.
Yep.
Yep.
But 13's gonna continue. It's gonna go. So he's in that building. The curtains are blown out, like the door shut. He's gonna sprint, and then turn on a dime because rabbits can do that.
Yep.
Go through the door.
Okay.
Blue light special is out.
Okay.
Do I see? Do I see anybody that looks like? Do I see anybody?
So you open the door and you can see all the way through to the door that's in the front. There's a couple. It's not a direct shot, but there's a few, things in the way. There's a couple people as they've kind of like backed away, as this person from the back looks exactly like Luther. They got the bowler hat, and they're carrying the two. They got the two guns and the whole getup. As they're making their way to the door to head out, you can take a shot if you wish.
So what you're saying is like a stunningly attractive man, who's just like super cool, and yeah, for sure. You are in awe of his presence, 13.
Nice. That is a regular success.
All right. Roll damage.
9 points of damage. That was not a very good roll.
Do I feel a twinge?
Give me a d20 roll.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Or Luther? Okay.
You.
7.
So you managed to shoot him like in the back. And you see most of the time blue light special is the energy goes right through things. This sort of dissipates when it hits him, but you can see clearly a huge burn mark in his back. And he can see him, he kind of like, as he reaches the door and knocks it out of the way and like staggers out of the front of this building.
Oh shit, do I see myself staggering out the front of the building?
Everybody who is in the street, give me a spot hidden roll.
I am oblivious. I'm gonna push it.
My alternate
I
selves.
can't push it. It'd have to be something.
You
else.
can. You just have to come up with
Yeah,
another.
Yeah.
Or it gets harder. Or you can use luck.
Okay. So my back goes to this. I'm gonna push it, and maybe I listen to something.
Yep.
And that barely fails as well.
I don't listen that much to something, but I do listen.
He did just get shot point blank in the gut.
Yeah, my ears are ringing. All I hear is my ears ringing. From the gun.
Yeah, because there's a lot of gunshots here.
Yeah. You weren't wearing hearing protection. You were very bad with your PPE.
Yeah.
Extreme success.
Okay.
Hard success.
Regular success.
All right. So Luther, you in this haze, this fighting, all the shots, you kind of see what looks to be the image of you coming out of a building across the street. It looks to be like a tailor or some kind of fabric store, fine linens. Snake, it looks clearly like Luther, and Bonnie, you can see this person that looks exactly like Luther, just kind of stagger out. They've got a huge burn mark in their back as they've kind of staggered out of this building, and they took a quick glance around. It looks exactly like Luther.
Luther, are you okay? I yell out at the Luther.
All right, we're back to the top of the lineup. It's Luther. Wait a second. I have the bad guys haven't gone.
They don't need to.
Yeah, they're
Or the
fine.
relative bad guys, right?
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. Thank you. So this
Hey
one
man, they drew
Gorn,
on me first, so yeah.
he's staggering. There's one Gorn who's been shot a bunch of times, staggering up, and it's like, high noon, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
And he fires. That would be an extreme
Ah,
success.
Oh shit.
And you take 15 damage.
So Luther drops. Luther takes this shot like directly to the chest, and he is. I don't know what the rule is for death, but I think Luther may have just died. My current hit points were 10 at the time.
Okay. We will resolve that in a second. Luther, one Luther is dropped.
Uh-oh.
Let's see.
Honestly,
the other
even
Gorn,
if Luther did die, it's totally worth it because like that was like for sure.
He used his ultimate attack by going it's high noon, so I mean that kind of makes sense.
I agree. Like if Luther was gonna die to anyone, he should die to Luther. Like that's just poetic justice. Like yeah.
I was thinking that it was the other Gorn who shot you, but if you want the other Luther who shot you, if that's worth it.
Oh no, that's right. No, it's fine. Yeah, you're right. It was the Gorn. It was absolutely the Gorn. You're right.
All right, so
But
the other
Luther
Gorn-
sees himself. Luther
Yeah,
thinks
exactly.
from
Right.
the
Like,
blood
I
loss.
am a legend in my own mind.
Yeah.
That's true.
So what you're saying is that Luther literally sees part of his life flash in front of his own eyes.
He remembers that time he jumped in front of the bullets of himself.
Pretty much. Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of that time.
It absolutely it 100% is.
Instead of dying, you're going to wake up inside the other Luther and be the other Luther now.
And then he starts having an acid trip just in the moment from,
One bastard goes in, another comes out, man. Yeah, right. Like,
The flashback to that day back in Ventagi when he was field stripping and putting that gun back together over and over and shot himself.
Like
Yeah.
the other Gorn's going to fire at you.
Yeah. No.
And fires and hits you right in the
No.
chest. 14 damage.
I'm down.
oh my God, Blake and Luther!
Man down.
Oh shit!
But
I want to hear about your butt.
I drop. I don't know.
But I slump over and bleed.
I drop both guns and fall on my face.
Fall on your knees first.
Ric
then you
Flair
drop both
style.
down,
One of the Gorn, another Gorn gets out of the window, starts to run into the street as people are dropping. Let's see here.
I'm starting to think that 13 had the right idea.
Don't pull out guns and start shooting everyone, actually.
Sometimes we do what you gotta do. I don't know.
I was gonna roll to see if I spotted the rabbit run off too.
Yeah, this would be so nice if I
I was like, I
MG
just did that
you.
with Luther. I'm preoccupied. Gunshots. I gotta shoot something.
And I rolled a crit.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Well,
That's
on that attack.
That's the way it be sometimes.
It happens. It is what it is.
Death happens. Like player death happens. Like
Wait.
Yeah.
Why do you got to talk about players that way, Bill?
I'm sorry. Character death happens.
No, player deaths happen.
Sometimes player death
that's
happens too. Sometimes player death happens too. But yeah. Character death definitely.
Sometimes you just got to deal with a problem
It'd
player
be like that sometimes.
permanently.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Luther, give me a con roll.
Okay.
Don't do it, Luther. It's your death.
What is my con? My con is 30.
All right, you got this.
Wish me luck. Here we go.
Oh, is that how it works? You make con rolls first? To see
Dun,
if you
dun,
die?
dun, dun, dun. Okay. This is a very important role, so I just want to make sure that everybody sees this, right? Like, okay, look, hold on. Wait, come here.
Nice Glock.
That's
That's a Glock. Yes.
Almost.
That's my cleaning pad.
What
Jesus.
the-
Okay, so that's a 0-0.
Wow.
And wait.
Is that a zero?
Where the hell is my other dice?
Oh, yeah, almost.
Oh,
Oh,
stay on
stay on target.
9.
Nah.
So I rolled a 9. I wanted to make sure everybody saw that. So
Odd
that-
success.
Yes, so that is absolutely that is a hard success. You are absolutely correct. So
Okay.
Nice.
Just like me.
All right. Luther, all you hear as you are slipping away, and then suddenly you hear, "Get up, two-gun style!" And then you just come to.
okay, all right.
You are still on the ground, but you are wide awake.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
looked
dun,
down.
dun.
I looked down to make sure that I didn't lose my bowels or my bladder.
Oh, they're gone.
Bonnie, you're up.
Why am I up? Okay. Well, for now I'm up, but we're about to see in 15 seconds I might not be.
That's all it takes, Bonnie? Jeez, that's quick.
Well, it is a woman, so it's generally not up. But, shit. This would be much easier if I had my MG42 again. Yeah, so the Gorn just killed Luther and, Blake. I have to defend their honor. I'm gonna go after the Gorn that shot Luther first.
Okay.
Avenge me!
I'm going to do a Chuck Norris spinning roundhouse kick to try and.
Where did Bonnie pull this move out?
Sweet.
That's a hard success.
All right. Roll damage.
Is that just straight the D4 of damage, or do I also add the bonus?
You always, you had the bonus.
Oh, I always spent bonus. Okay. That is 8 points of massive roundhouse Chuck Norris damage.
Yep. So Luther and Blake do not see this, but Snake is the only one that maybe he sees this. Bonnie, you can tell me how this Gorn dies.
I kick him in the side of the head, and for some reason the body stays there, but the head goes ripping and flying right off, most of the spine coming with it.
I think you could be a Texas Ranger with moves like that.
And you hear the yig. Sensational.
An inspiration die. I heard it.
Snake.
Snake's gonna point out the other Luther over there and be like, "That's the one that's been shooting up people. You want to go get him?"
All right. What else you gonna do?
That's about it. I'm trying to fast talk the Gorn into stopping shooting at me. Hopefully.
Okay, if you want to do that, if you're gonna do that in general, or to the ones in the bar, or what?
Probably the ones out here in the street, more or less, because they're the ones who've been attacking us.
Okay, so give me a fast talk roll.
You can stop now.
I'd rather not.
That's a normal success.
Okay.
It's the only thing about an actual D100. Once they get going, they don't like to stop.
Yeah, they don't.
Just run over the entire DOS box.
I mean, you might as well buy a baseball and write all 100 numbers on it.
So you can see that they've kind of stopped for a sec. You know, they had their guns down. They put them down. Now that Blake and Luther are both dropped, but they're not sure about the kung fu kicking Mennonite attacking them.
Mennonite, Texas Ranger.
You do not know the power of our butter churning.
Blake, give me a con roll.
All
Our slow
right.
moving wagons will blot out the freeway.
I'm going to do what Bill did, but I'm going to do it before I make my roll.
Oh, so what
Ouch.
are you trying to say that I jiggered the dice before
I don't know what you did.
Oh,
Bill.
Do you see that?
Wow.
Nice.
Can
it's the
you
exact same. You rolled the exact same thing I did.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I think he cheated.
Look at that. Yeah, I cheated. I had it set into the dice tower just like that. And when I put the other dice in it, it knocked it down and just slid into place.
That's
I'm
what I
gonna
figured.
shove you in a dice tower.
Yeah.
Dude, percentile dice are my favorite. I always roll so well.
Blake, you.
Does that mean I don't have to spend luck?
You might
You
not have
spend
to.
your life.
Not yet, anyway.
You are currently conscious.
Does that mean I have like 1 hit point or something?
Oh, hey, that's a good point. Does Luther have any hit points at this point, or?
I don't know if. I mean, you probably have like 1, but I don't think you can really act.
Okay, got it. Yep.
I pick my head up and
Incapacitated.
I see the blood like pumping out of my chest, and I put my hand on it, and then I see in my stomach the same thing, and my hand there, and I'm like, I look over, I see Luther laying right next to me on the ground. And I'm gonna die.
Blake, grab a plastic bag. You have a sucking chest wound.
I'm gonna die, Luther. This is worse than the shark bite.
Just compressions. Compressions.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, you came out guns blazing. This is all your fault, Luther. I'm gonna die because of you.
I agree. I should never have. I don't know what I was thinking, Blake. I got caught up in it, man.
Snake, quickly, tracheotomies for both of them.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. I don't know what happened, Blake.
It was ivory pistol grips.
That's what it was.
Yeah. 13's gonna continue running after this false 2 guns Tulsa and continue shooting him.
So give me a dex roll.
Oh man, that's really close. It's a failure, but if I spend 5 luck, I can pass it. Well, I only have 22 luck. So probably not.
To keep you alive either way.
So yeah, that's a fail.
Okay, so as you're trying to run through this this store, and you're there's some boxes and shit in the way. Your peg leg catches on like a table, and you're just trying to move crap out of the way. You can see him. You can shoot at him, but it'll be a penalty die because you can see him outside as he is out into the street, been shot in the back.
I will take those chances. So what's the penalty die?
So you would roll a second tens die and take the highest number.
Let's see. Okay. That's a 31, which usually just tells me if it's an extreme success or a hard success, but it's probably a hard success because I got an 85 in my handgun.
Yeah, so roll damage.
That is, holy cow, it really hit. Max damage. 24 points.
Give me a
One dead yig.
D20 roll.
3.
So you blast his like right leg. It looks like it takes a huge almost chunk out of it as it goes at an angle, and you can see it hit the pyramid. You just see the blue flash, and then you can see like the mark on the pyramid where the blue light special hit, and he grabs his leg and it almost drops him.
Almost drops him. Jeez.
Man, what a beast.
Joke's on you. That was my bad leg.
So
that's my turn.
So you can see that the second Luther is in the street, his leg badly injured. As he grabs it, he staggers, and he just gets to the entrance of the pyramid. And 2 of the Mennonites come running out, and they look, and they see Bonnie just in a fight, and then they look around and they see Blake down and Luther, and they're like, no, and they come running out.
Help, drag us back.
Yeah,
Get us-
Jebediah's drag us back to the altars. Like, yeah.
Side
altars.
story.
Yes.
So you can
Skeletors
see you can
off-
hear them. You can hear them yell,
Stone beds.
and they're running, and you can see the snake people have now crowded around Luther, and they're all talking. You don't understand language you're speaking in, and they begin to pick you up and start to take you inside the big scale saloon.
I'd like to take him inside the saloon if I could.
Bonnie,
Yes.
you're up.
Oh boy. Have the Gorn backed off?
The Gorn have sort of stopped. Like the Yig did not fire on them, and the Gorn they got their weapons drawn, and they're like looking at Snake, as Snake has kind of gotten them to just kind of chill for a second, and they see the Jebediahs run out, and then they're like, oh, okay, this would we're not going to shoot them.
I want to look around. Do I see the other why do I want to call you Lucifer?
Close enough. Like,
That's the progression
Valid.
of Luther.
You know,
That's
pretty
valid.
much.
Sure.
Do I see the other Luther?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Hard success.
No, you don't.
What the? I'm gonna go running in the direction I saw him last. Do
Yeah,
I
he
see
went-
anyone else
He
standing?
went into the pyramid.
Did he? Oh,
Yeah. Well, he ran to the entrance of the pyramid.
Oh, evil Luther did?
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I
Bonnie
mean,
was
I think evil Luther got dragged into the big
Dun, dun,
alternate
dun.
Luther.
It's all
God.
about perspective, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go
You were just
running to
being
where
the
I
law.
saw him.
That's all you were doing. I am the law.
Okay, so you're running in
We're
the
the
direction where
flaming
you saw him
fist.
last.
We are
Yep.
the law.
Okay. Snake. So you got their attention. They've kind of like
Yeah.
they're chilled. They're chilled for a second.
Basically just gonna kind of stay here and try to keep them that way, if possible.
Okay. By doing what?
Just continuing to talk calmly to them and explain to them that Luther wasn't shooting anybody.
You
Well,
got-
that would be a lie at this point.
Yeah.
That is not a factual statement anymore.
Yeah.
you want to give another fast talk roll?
Sure.
It was self-defense.
That's another normal success.
So they're still agitated. They walk over and they start collecting the dead Gorn in the street.
Do they pick up the coins that fell out of our pockets?
Oh shit! Yeah, all of your coins and stuff that went everywhere.
Well, not all. Let's be.
And in the
fair
meantime,
here.
Luther is in the
Some-
saloon crying like a little girl. Is there a doctor in the bar? I've been shot and I need to do cocaine about it.
I believe one of these Yig over here is named Dre. So yeah, Dr. Dre. But he doesn't do cocaine, just the chronic.
Luther's fine with that.
Yeah, the Yig are like 3 of them are just carrying you back into the saloon as coins are falling out of your pockets.
The real reason they brought you back.
Yeah, it's fine.
13.
13, he's gonna finish the mission
All right.
and go for another shot.
Okay, so you're gonna run into the pyramid.
Yeah, he's not gonna let him get away. This won't be the one that got away for 13.
So you run into the pyramid. You can hear footsteps up ahead. And as you run around, you go past the torch, and then you enter Skeletor's room. And he peeks his head out. And he's like, "What is that all about? Two Gun tried to kill me."
Hey, it must be.
He points. He goes, "He went that way."
Is there an equivalent of an insight check in this game?
Psychology.
Sweet.
A two-gun check.
Is psychology, that's not under science, is it?
No, it's just on your sheet. It's psychology.
Oh, see. Yeah.
At the very bottom.
I'm gonna,
Skill of 1.
You probably have 10%.
Yeah,
nope,
10.
I beefed up psych.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see if he's telling me the truth, or if I can tell, based on his bony, ugly face that I so want to emulate.
Mm-hmm. Good call, 13.
That is a hard success.
He is straight up telling you the truth. He is absolutely mystified why Luther Two Gun Styles, the person who is going to rid him of the Yig and save this town, has suddenly turned on him.
Right, it's because it's Dr. Gonzalez, God damn it.
So, with that being said, 13 is going to run in the direction that Skeletor said.
And this sets the precedent for the rest of the campaign where Skeletor hates Luther.
No! Well, yeah, everybody
So
is.
the door in this, it's the
Long
same
enough,
door that's
long
in his
enough
room. It's
timeline.
open. You run right past it, past like 3 torches that are down. This is the same way you went when you dropped off Bonnie and Jacques.
Okay.
He's trying to heal himself.
And
Or
you
kill
can
shot.
see there's 2 Mennonites, 2 Jebediahs in the hallway, like staggered, like they look like they've been hit. They're like, "Oh, my shin, oh, pain."
Would that be a joining of Jebediahs or like a gaggle of Jebediah? But like, yeah, right.
A murder of Jebediahs.
And if you look to your left, and you can see that a door has been opened, slightly ajar. And there's some kind of like black smoke or like mist is starting to come out of it.
Yeah, without even thinking or hesitating, 13's gonna go in, but he's gonna grab the wand of Orcus and just like, and go in swinging.
Okay, so first, as soon as you push open the door, and there's this horrible acrid smell, and as soon as you step into the room, there's that black muck is all over the floor. There's a figure in the back corner that looks like Snake. And kind of looks at you, and cradling in his hands are a bunch of eggs. And he's kind of looking, and he's got something in his hand, like he's holding something, but the eggs are here. And he kind of looks at you like this. Give me a power roll.
Don't, he's trying to fertilize the eggs.
Yeah, I failed.
So as soon as you walk in, you're kind of like overcome with this sense of like dread and just fear, and it's like it sort of freezes you just for a second. And as he looks at you, and as he notices that, he reaches down, and you see him open something, and there's a flash, and he just kind of looks at you and smiles and vanishes.
If it matters, 13 can't be frightened. I don't know if that accounts, that because the
Shoot
wand of
him!
Orcus
Shoot him in the face!
is immune while I'm wielding
Oh,
it,
that's right. Yeah.
or I'm immune to frightened or charmed spells or effects.
Okay.
That's true. Can't be seduced either. Shit.
Oh, he can be seduced.
So
Yeah,
Give
I mean,
me
he's a
another
rabbit,
roll, another
right?
power
Like-
roll.
Right?
Still another failure.
So you're not really feared as much as it just kind of gives you pause for just a second and just enough time that he's
Okay.
able to do that,
Okay.
and he vanishes. As we cut back to Luther and Blake being pulled back.
Oh, I was pulled back too? I thought I was left in the street.
No, they're taking you.
Oh,
too.
okay. I thought I was left and Luther
You were
was like
left
their
in the
Messiah.
street to die. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a cool nickname, so not here at least. They don't know me as the Grim Reaper.
So
Grim Peeper.
a door opens and you see like some lights go off and then cut back on, and then you're in some kind of room. It looks like a surgical room,
Oh shit.
and there's all these tubes everywhere and,
Are we back in Calico?
and huge vats and
Uh-oh.
they hoist you up onto these gurneys.
Someone's
You
getting...
can see one of them
Where's
grab
Jacques?
like this hose, and he's like, "You know where this goes," and we'll stop right there.
No!
Someone's getting 3 belly buttons!
Why am I getting an enema? No,
I never
enema.
thought I'd die this.